When I was a kid, I always said to my parents, like, I just want to be the best at something. Doesn't matter what, I just want to be the best. And now that it is so close, I'm like, oh, like that little kid would be like so proud, you know. And also myself now, I would be really proud if I can achieve it, because sometimes the people around me believe more in me than myself. I should believe in myself because I can. I'm Pippa, I'm from the Netherlands, and this year is super important to me because for the first time I can go for a world title.
So we're here in Dakhla, Morocco, and I'm here to help Pippa train for the upcoming World Championship event. A little bit better! Okay?
I don't know, like, I just crashed like full on my chest.
Already for the past 2 months, I'd say, I've been thinking of making a documentary about Pippa and her World Championship possibilities. I've been injured, so I thought it could be really cool to tell a story on basically how, you know, she has the chance now to get her first world title. And then out of the blue, she called me one day. She told me that she's basically looking for someone to coach her just before the World Championships. And I think it was kind of a sign that the stars aligned and that it made perfect sense for me to coach her and film a documentary on her at the same time.
There he is.
What's up? You ready?
You good? Yes. And you?
You want to look down, not up. Yeah! You okay?
I had like no air at all.
Yeah? And you winded yourself.
Huh?
But do they hurt or not?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I just crashed like full on my chest.
And within the last several years, you've had quite a few injuries, am I correct?
Yeah, I always had some small things, but never something very serious. But then in Cape Town, I jumped on a wave and I crashed into the whitewash. And my knees both completely flexed. And then I partially torn both ACLs, like in both knees. But I didn't need surgery, which was really nice. And then I could get back like quite quick. So I didn't think about that I had to change anything. And then I think 1.5 months later, again in a competition, I didn't feel good at all actually. And I crashed in Tarifa, and that was 2 years ago. And then I fully torn my ACL.
I know that Pippa's been through a few injuries over the last couple of years. She went through a big ACL knee reconstruction last year, and she was in a position where she didn't know if she ever wanted to compete again. She's overcome that injury, but of course she's still traumatized by that injury and various small injuries that she's had after that one.
What do you think of her result in France?
I think her result in France is really relatable to when I won the event in France the previous year. We were both going through similar mental struggles with injury and other things. and we both didn't really train before that event or have much confidence, and just went into that event with no expectations, and we both ended up winning.
And welcome to beautiful Bakkarez. It's the 6th edition of the Lords of Tram event here. It's the GKA Qatar Airways Kite World Tour.
And Pippa van Iersel, injured for the past 2 years, but back here in the semi-final, looking probably very eager to find a spot in the final, as all of these ladies must be.
She loves kiteboarding, she's so passionate, and she's had to really just be calm behind the scenes and wait for her time. What a stick, Pippa van Iersel, that's how you do it. Go for the mega loop board off, can she get the board on? Yes, she can. Pippa van Iersel here, currently in the lead of this final.
Preloading there, taking off into a back roll with an extra rotation there.
She needs to go into another.
And an added one.
Oh, what a stick! 2 years out from injury. What a story. And when I looked at my statistics and saw she'd actually won here twice before already. Your champion of the Lords of Tram, Pippa van Iersel!
It's definitely a lot of pressure to be in the position that she is in at the moment. She has very high chances of winning a world championship. She's won one of 2 events, and the next one is coming very soon. I've been in that position a few times before, and I can tell you that everything you tell yourself to do, as in, okay, I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself, just enjoy the moment, don't think about it too much, just be present, is the opposite of what your mind ends up doing.
Do you feel ready at the moment, or you need more practice?
I need more practice. Yeah, I don't feel ready right now.
Okay, let's do some boogies.
Okay.
Back or kindly lay back. Yeah, you went like too hard with the rotation.
Yeah, too hard with the back roll.
Yeah, with the second one. Yeah, so our Dakhla trip is a wrap. It was super fun and challenging at the same time to be on the other side and coach Pippa. She's going through quite a few struggles mentally, and I just did my best to help her get through all of those doubts that she had in her mind. And yeah, I think we ended things really well. She has more confidence than when we started, and she's feeling good. I'm excited to see her in Canary Islands, and I'm sure she's going to do really well. Let's get it. We're here in Gran Canaria, the capital of the Canary Islands, for the last World Tour Championship stop of the year.
Welcome to the Qatar Airways GKPGA World Championship, everybody. You can see 30 plus knots already, and it's early in the morning. Riders are getting ready. You can feel the electricity. They're hyped. I can't wait to see them out there. We're going to be crowning a world champion.
The spot here in Gran Canaria is definitely challenging. The beach is full of rocks, so you really have to make sure your lines are tied correctly, there's no tangles. And then on the water, it's also challenging because she's better right foot forward. The kickers are left foot forward, so we've been working on some tricks to the left. but she's got a disadvantage in that sense.
Coming up next, Daniela Moreno, Pippa van Iersel and Zara Hurand, who are going to be two of the top contenders for the World Championship title. We have in the yellow, taking away Pippa, big kindly, we can see sending it forward to keep the control, heli looping underneath, there we go, huge move there.
You're in second place, you need a big trick. Either a kite loop laid back or a boogie loop. Let's go!
.95% of my tricks are right foot forward, and I knew for this event it's going to be left kickers, and I would have loved to be able to copy everything to the left, but because of my rib, I just didn't have time to train to the left, because I first needed to be comfortable on my old tricks, and also before a World Cup I was like, I don't want to injure myself before it. I could not get all the scores I wanted on the board, but I was just proud of myself for being in those conditions and not thinking of my knee, not thinking of my rib, and I was really grateful for that.
Yeah, today was a crazy day. Just one heat for Pippa. She was up against Zara, who rode really, really well. Pippa was out on a 5 meter. There must have been 40 to 45 knots of wind. Super challenging conditions. The waves and the sea was very messy, so it made it very challenging to land. Pippa did her best. She went for some massive moves, but unfortunately missed out on a few landings and ended up in second place, which she's not eliminated. She's into the next round, but she'll have to do one extra round. And yeah, let's see how it goes for her tomorrow. She's feeling good though. It is day 2 of the big air event. Pippa didn't manage to win her heat yesterday. She came second, which put her into round number 2. But she's got a second chance today. I think we had a pretty good game plan yesterday, but the conditions were just so challenging that it made for really hard landings. So yeah, today we're gonna tune up the setup a little bit to make the landings a bit easier. And yeah, let's see how it goes.
Day number 2, ladies and gentlemen, and we are ready to get this rolling.
I definitely felt more pressure than the day before, because this is a knockout, and I just knew, okay, the first 2 advance and the last 2 do not advance. Normally I'm a very consistent rider, but now I just felt way more pressure. I just know, okay, if I'm out, my world title is gone.
Maria Beatrice Silva, we have Alana Herman, Pippa van Iersel and Jasmine Cho. See a nice loop there from Pippa. Oh, nice loop. Controlling all the way down, yes she does. Does she land it? Oh!
You got a 4.1! Boogie loop!
It is getting tight, it is getting tight.
Day 2 was so important because she had to win her heat. It was a round that if she didn't come within the top 2, she would get eliminated. It was so close. It came down literally to the last trick. There was only 1 or 2 tricks that she could possibly do, so I remember like shouting.
You need to go big! Kite loop board off or contra boogie, but you need a 6.7.
Pippa has to get a decent score if she wants to have a chance of moving and continuing on in the comp.
If you look back at the heat now, is there something you would change?
It's hard to say because I've been thinking, yeah, what if, and I could have done this, I could have done that. But on the other hand, like sometimes I forget that I've had so many injuries, you know, and sorry. It's just hard that I promised myself that I said to myself before going into the event, like, if a world title will cost me an injury again, it's not worth it for me right now, because I just want to enjoy my life and I just want to do what I love. And I want to be a healthy competitor, and I want to do this for many more years and not be here for the short run. And I think that made me in these challenging conditions that I could not go all out, but I fought for sure and I did everything I could, but I didn't want to risk, and my body didn't allow me to take that many risks.
Thank you, man.
You did amazing. It's so good. It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you.
I think she's learned so much from this whole experience, as have I. You learn way more from your losses than from your wins. And it's really easy to focus on all the negatives after, you know, your expectations were so high for something and you don't quite meet them. But I think from all of these little things that maybe she considered as mistakes or not as good as she wanted them to be, a lot of positives are going to come out of it. And at the end of the day, she's so dedicated. She really, really puts her heart into everything that she does, and I've seen that throughout all of her trainings in Dakhla and in the competition itself. You know, she was just having the craziest crashes, and she was getting up and trying again and not complaining about any of her injuries. She's so passionate about kitesurfing in general. She really, really loves it, and she loves to compete as well. So, you know, you put all of those things together and you're definitely on the right track. So I think she just has to keep going, you know, learn from the mistakes and keep on trying. She's got all of the ingredients to do super well in the future, and I think that she's really gonna get to where she wants to get. But as long as she's having fun along the way and putting a bit less pressure on herself,
I think everything will fall into place.
And so, it didn't finish quite the way we thought.
No.
What do you have next to you? What's down there on the floor?
Oh yes! I got 3rd in the overall ranking, which I didn't expect, honestly. So now I'm 4th times 3rd. Yeah, but it's still like, I need to also celebrate the small victories. I've been out for 2 years and I need to give myself time. But sometimes, yeah, my head wants to be somewhere else already.